It's very important for you to understand the cycle of your rabbit production, the rabbit reproduction cycle. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Your rabbit production cycle is very, very important in rabbit farming business, so that you can be able to project a level of desired increase and number over a period of time. So I'm going to be dealing with that in today's video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthew, and today we're going to be looking at the rabbit's production cycle. Now, you know that your rabbit's pregnancy is 30 days. That's 1 month, all right? So, which is a very short period of time. And that requires you to do some level of calculation and planning very well, right? So, if they get pregnant in 1 month, they will nurse their baby, and they give birth, they will nurse baby for like another 1 month. Now, the duration, which most of you have been asking me a question about, that when are we supposed to cross the female rabbit again after a successful crossing has been done? So I'm going to be answering that question in today's video. So before you cross the rabbit again, you have to understand this production cycle and work with it so as to help your doe to be at the best capacity as far as reproduction is concerned. Yes, so the pregnancy is 1 month. Then the rabbit is most likely going to nurse the offspring for another extra 1 month. However, the extra 1 month is not the only time for nursing baby. As a matter of fact, it can reach 2 months or 1.5 months, which is 6 weeks. So what determines how long she takes in breastfeeding is some few factors. Number one, the number of the liters she gave birth to. So if rabbit give birth to 5, most likely the 5 will grow faster. And if rabbit give birth to 9 or 10, or maybe 12 or even 11 and above, the highest I've actually had in my experience in rabbit farming is 15. Yes, we have a female that gave birth to 15. But being an experienced farmer, I did not allow the female to nurse the baby herself. I removed about 5 from her and foster it to another one that has a lesser kit. That way, the pressure will not be much. However, even though she has 10, we have to ensure that she nursed them for a period of 8 weeks. That's 2 months. Because when there are many, competition will be high. And some will be getting to suck milk faster and some lesser. So the only way to let it go round is to actually be patient for all of them. And sometimes when we want to win, if there are those that are, in every bet, there are always fast shooters and there are always runs. So the fast shooters will be win first, giving the runs or those that are less in growth some more time to grow and match up, with the appropriate growth rate that is expected of them. Where we have removed the fast shooters one, and then those ones can be on their normal feed. So we'll win those one first. So it is possible to actually win 2 or 3 times. Not that you win all the offsprings at the same time. You can win them 2 or 3 times. Yes, it is very possible, depending on what you are trying to do. So that being said, the time that you win, the time is dependent on the number of rabbits that she's nursing. So if you have like 5 of them, you can actually nurse them for 5 weeks or even 4 weeks, and you win them. And then you let the mother rest for like a week or 2 before you cross her again. That resting is very important, because most of the time when the mother is nursing baby, especially when the baby start getting to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they start sucking her a lot, and she start losing a lot of weight as well. So the only way to help her to get back pretty well is to actually let her rest, regain the body weight she has lost. You can also treat her sometimes, maybe with antibiotics and multivitamin before you cross her again. It will help her to, perform better in the next pregnancy and probably even give birth to more offsprings than she did initially. So you want to make sure that you take that into consideration. But in a situation where the babies are more like 10 and above, you will allow the baby to stay with the mother for 8 weeks. There are those that are very big among them. You can win them at maybe 6 weeks and let the remaining ones still be with her for 8 weeks. So and that means 8 weeks is 2 months. Then that means you're going to allow the mother to rest for 2 extra weeks. And sometimes you might even need to let the mother rest for 3 weeks, before she starts showing signs of heat again and start getting ready to cross again. This is very important because a rabbit that has lost many weight cannot take in all of a sudden, So, and if he does, it might not be the best performance pregnancy. Yeah. So, but if you allow your female rabbit to rest and you also check the stomach and ensure that there is nothing like mastitis that came as a result of the pressure from breastfeeding and all that, ensuring that the rabbit is in good condition before you cross her again will go a long way to help. So that means I always advise people to wean lesser numbers of babies at 6 weeks, and then if the number is larger, you wean them at 8 weeks, which you can actually wean those that are fast feeders at 6 weeks. And if you are weaning at 8 weeks, which is 2 months, then you can also allow the mother to rest for like 2 to 3 weeks, depending. And when those period of resting, you administer antibiotics, you administer multivitamin to help her recover back on time, and then when she will be in good shape, ready to start production cycle again. So that is almost making the entire cycle almost like 3 months. Yes, almost looking like a 3-month cycle. 1 month for pregnancy, 2 months for nursing in some cases. And even in case where it's not 2 months for nursing, it will be like 1 month and a half for nursing and the remaining 2 weeks for resting and recovering. That's 3 months. So most of your rabbit cycle is around that 3 month span. And that makes it possible for the rabbit to give birth like 4 times in a year. I know some people want their rabbit to give birth 5 times in a year, and they will even cross her when she's still breastfeeding. The consequence of that is that the rabbit will give birth to very small babies because she's still breastfeeding, she's losing body weight, and you cross that again. By the time she gives birth to those babies, they'll be very small, and their tendency of surviving will be very low because she's not well nourished while she's conceiving them. She's still breastfeeding some other ones that has not been weaned. So let's not subject the animal to undue pressure because of any reason. It's good to be considerate and make sure that you do well to them so that they can perform at their best capacity. So that's what I have for you guys today. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.